Hey guys, welcome back. I'm super excited. I'm glad you're here because I am doing some crazy 80s nails today. These are my nails currently. I didn't film my left hand. It's just some ombre stamping that I did for an Instagram collab, but if you'd like to see it, leave me a comment down below and I'll do it for you. My right hand is the dips with tips that I did. I'll leave that video linked for you in case you want to see that one. But for right now, I'm going to show you how I pop off my peely nails. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later on how I do peely base coat. I think I have finally found the perfect trick if you don't need your nails to last a lifetime. If you're looking for 4 or 5 days out of a mani, I have found the perfect peely solution for you, and I'll share that with you guys here in a bit. I'm going to get prepped up. I'm going to let you watch. If you're excited for this video, make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like it. And hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time that I upload. So I'm going to let you guys watch me pop and prep, and I will be right back. All right, so I've gotten myself prepped up. I wanted to show you some of the colors that I'm using and some of the products I'm going to also be using, like my triple vitamin base, my Kiara Sky Seal Protect, and I've got 4 gorgeous colors from Dipalicious. They're from the Pride collection. There are 6 colors in total. I only used the 4 today. I'm not sure if she's going to restock these colors or not because I don't think they're available on the website as I'm doing this voiceover, but I'll keep you guys posted in the description box below. Also going to be using my clear. I'm going to use that to encapsulate, but also as my handy dandy hand rest. So look at the, okay, so I don't know if it's my lighting or if it's my phone, but I feel like there's the brightness. It's not picking up the intensity of these neons, and did I tell you, they're all glow in the dark powders. So outstanding, I love these powders. So I'm going to use my peel off base coat. I am using UNT. It'll be linked in my Amazon favorites list down below. I am applying this from my cuticle all the way to my free edge. I'm covering my entire nail, whole nail, and I'm going to let it dry. And then I will be explaining to you a little bit later on in the video how I make sure that these nails don't pop off, later today or tomorrow. It's all in the activator. I found the key. So I'm going to apply my peel off base coat to all of my nails. I'm going to let them dry completely, and I'm going to start my regular dip application. And then I have some super fun nail art coming later, as you saw from the thumbnail. I racked my brain for a couple of weeks. I know I asked you guys a bunch of times for some inspiration on how to do this 80s mani. And while I do have so much in my head about what I could use as inspiration, and I mean, I'm going back to music and movies and TV shows I used to watch. I was thinking about Punky Brewster and Blossom and Full House and Saved by the Bell, even though that was more, late 80s, early 90s. Inevitably, I pulled inspiration from food. I went back to my childhood and thinking what my favorite things were when I was a kid, and I don't know if you guys are like me, but I think of food and it sparks memories. I don't know why. Like food and smells and music. Mostly food. I'm a fat girl at heart. So I went back and I thought about my favorite food when I was a kid, something I ate literally all day, every day, and you're going to see that shortly when I tell you about my nail art. I'm going to keep it a surprise for right now. But I'm going to let you guys watch some of my basic application stuff. I'll probably pop in here and there, but I will be back with you guys in just a bit. So wanted to pop back in and just chit chat with you guys for a little bit. I will be listing all of the individual colors down below in case you are curious about any of the Diplicious powders that I'm using. Didn't want to bore you too terribly with my application, so I do speed through most of it. But I wanted to tell you, I realized watching this back, I don't think I realized at the time, but if it looks like my nails are super dirty and gross, I promise you they're not. I had on the Panda Dips. I used that really smoky gray color, and it did stain my nails ever so slightly, and I didn't soak them off, so it's not like the acetone had a chance to break down the underside of my nail. I just popped them off, like you can see them still hanging out up there at the top of my frame. But yeah, so I promise you I'm not gross and nasty and dirty. Nor am I taking dirty fingers and putting them into dip powder pots. It's just stains from the gray dip powder. That is all, I promise. Wanted to also chit chat real quick about some of the stuff I have coming up. As always, if you guys have any video ideas or suggestions or things that you really want to see me do, techniques, stuff you want me to test out, please let me know, because I get super excited playing with new stuff and attempting things that I haven't done before. So definitely let me know. Leave me a comment, hit me up on Instagram, whatever you're comfortable. What I have coming up for you, I will be doing maybe 1 or 2 Valentine's Day manis coming up soon. Also, I had a subscriber request to do a tortoise shell mani, so I'm going to play around with that and see if I can get that done. Also, I had someone ask me to do a Disney themed mani. Now, while I'm not the biggest fan of Disney, I live in Florida and I have been to Disney. Actually, my first time in Disney was only a few years ago, and I took my kids, and it was actually a really emotional experience. Let me know your Disney stories down below, because I'm curious to see how you guys feel about it. But Disney, while it's super magical and exciting, me having lived in Florida now for, I don't know, almost 4 years, it just means traffic. And a lot of tourists that don't know how to walk in a theme park. And I'm sure some of you know what I mean. If you've been to any theme park, whether it's Disney or Busch Gardens or Six Flags or anything like that, you ever just find yourself walking like with intent, like you're walking through the theme park and all of a sudden there's a flock of people stopped in the middle of the pathway and you're like, ah! That's what I'm talking about. But I will be doing some cute Disney. I have a couple of ideas in mind as to how I want to do that, but so see, I do take your requests super seriously, and I do want to do as many of them as possible. I know you guys are still itching to see my nail station. Y'all gotta be nosy. I will preface this by saying I don't have like a super classy, elegant spa like nail station. It's pretty much a disaster all the time. If you really want to see it, I'll show it to you guys, but it's not anything special. It really isn't. It's kind of messy actually, but if you guys are intent, if you're I don't know, if you really want to be nosy, I'll show you. So yeah, now that I've gotten dip on my nails, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate in clear. I was hoping it would glow a little bit with the light, or maybe show the brightness of it. I mean, maybe the thumbnail shows it better, but these nails are super bright. Wait till you see the glow photos. Oh my God, you're gonna die. All right, so I'm gonna encapsulate and I will start getting filed up and I'll be right back. So before I start filing, I'm going to do the activator. I'm going to tell you my trick with the activator. Do not activate the front of your nail. As long as you stay on your nail plate on the top of your nail, you're going to be fine. I find that when you activate the free edge, when you have peel off base coat on, it kind of activates the peel off base coat. And if you guys have used UNT before, you'll know, or you may know, that it is very water loving. I believe they call that hydrophilic. Back to bio. So it will break down in water. So if you just leave the front of your nail alone and don't activate it, trust me, it doesn't hurt anything. You're not gonna like come up your nails filing or stuff, as you'll see coming up. Just activate the nail plate itself and not the front, and your peel off base coat is going to be just fine. Like I said, I can get about 4 to 5 days out of my peel off base coat. Not that I need it. I do my nails pretty regularly. I'll say, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 days at max. Sometimes I do them twice in one day. because I get bored and I have to make videos, and I love to make videos, and I love doing my nails, so I'm not affected by it. So anyway, I'm going to get started with my filing and my e-filing, and I may pop back in here at some point and chit chat before I start doing nail art, but if not, I will see you guys here in just a bit. All right, so here are my nails after I've done all of my e-filing. They are completely ready for nail art. So disregard the dip powder in the corner. I was going to use it and then decided against it at the last minute. I'm using my black acrylic paint and my dotting tool. This was the inspiration for my nail art, my favorite thing from childhood. I'm a huge Frosted Flakes fan, still am. I'm not kidding when I tell you I would eat that literally 4 to 5 times a day when I was a kid. It was I would eat it dry, just out of the box. My favorite cereal ever. Frosted Flakes, I see you, and we should talk. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with some, I was undecided if they looked more like tiger stripes or like zebra stripes. I guess if they were over white nails, they would probably be zebra stripes, but the consensus in my family was they did in fact look like tiger stripes, so that's what we're going with. Anyway, so I'm doing this super simply. You guys know that I am not a nail artist. I'm not a professional in any way, shape, or form, but I do love animal print, and you guys did want to see some animal print in my 80s design. And as much as I love cheetah, y'all know I'm cheetah obsessed. I feel like I've done a lot of cheetah, and maybe you guys wanted to see something different. So here it is. I'm going to do some cheetah nails, and I'm going to do them on all of my nails, as you saw from the thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to top coat everything with some matte top coat from Model 1s, and you're going to see it's going to look absolutely amazing. So stick around, and I'll be right back. So here's the final look. You guys are going to have to tell me how you feel about this mani. Tell me how you feel about my somewhat 80s theme music. I'm going to go ahead and finish my mani the same way I always do. I'm going to use my Candy Skincare Cuticle Oil. I will leave links to their cuticle oil and a discount code for you in my description box. So yeah, I'm still obsessed with this mani. I have since, as I'm doing this voiceover, had to take it off. Did start school, and I wasn't trying to have crazy 80s nails my first day of class. But tell me what you thought. Tell me if there's anything else you'd like to see, and I will see you all in my next vid. Love you, bye.